Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hi! My name is Natasha and it's fantastic to have you here. For today's video, we are unboxing and taking a look at the pocket size Zodiac Tarot, written by Cecilia Lattari with illustrations by Ana Chavez, published by US Game Systems. Thank you so much to US Games for sending this my way. I'm excited. Retails for $19.99 in the US, and everywhere that you can legitimately purchase this will be linked in the description box below. We are made of stars. The astrological energy blends with traditional tarot to illuminate our divinatory path under the stars. The Zodiac Tarot includes 78 card borderless tarot deck and 60-page booklet with detailed card explanations. I love a pocket size deck in a tin. It's durable, it's steady, and I can throw it in my bag and not have to worry about the box being damaged. So there's the cards. I am so excited because I do really enjoy the full-size deck, so I'm hoping to see a lot of the same stuff in the guidebook here as well. All right. So it talks a little bit about the tarot cards and the zodiac. So structure of the deck. Aries, okay, it gives you a little mini breakdown here. If you want to pause to read, you can. Nice. So more information. Yeah, love it. Okay, and then it goes into each of the cards' meanings and then the minor. From the look of it, it looks like it's the exact same information in the full-size deck. You get everything in here except for the card's picture, which I'll show you the similarities at the end. I'll unwrap this and we'll get going. I just found in the back here we have how to read, and then we have the card a day, the birth card, and the card of the year here tells you how to add that up, meditation on the elements, and then we have a couple spreads here. Discovering the signs, 3-card spreads, element spread, and then about the author and the artist. So awesome. All right, before we get into the full flip through, I wanted to show you the size comparison. So this is actually a really nice size difference. It's a pocket size, but it doesn't feel like an extreme mini. The back of the deck is the same, and we have the same high gloss there. Same flexibility, but it snaps back. Not too thick, not too thin. I think it'll be a nice shuffle. All right, I'm gonna flip it over so we can get a reveal here. Okay, nice. So same artwork, same setup. Love it. Nothing has changed. So that's awesome to see. Okay, cool. Let's keep going with the flip through. Number up top, title down at the bottom. And it will give you the signs and symbols as well as constellations. I love this High Priestess. It's so pretty. The art style is beautiful. It's fun. It definitely feels good in the hand. It's a good size for a pocket. This Hermit card is gorgeous. So if you're trying to learn the, zodiac associations with tarot, this is a great deck to start. It gives you enough information to kind of get going. And then if you want a deeper look, you can get a reference book, but I've not had an issue with utilizing it. Oop. It's kind of got like that whimsy goth vibe to it as well. All right, and then we're in the minors here. Swords. All right, cups. The little mushrooms. Wands. I don't know why, but this reminds me of I Go Fast from Talladega Nights, Ricky Bobby. Gotta love the Eight of Wands. I love the bright colors against a black backdrop. And Pentacles. All right, let's see how it shuffles. Okay. I am not mad at that at all. Okay, let's see this way. Yep. All right, can I get a card to read, please? Oh, Queen of Swords wanted to come out. Yeah, no, it feels really good. I like the size for a pocket. I feel like this is like the ideal size for a pocket-sized deck because you can definitely shuffle however you want to shuffle it. You know, what feels good to you without it feeling cumbersome. And it's still like versatile to like stick in a bag, throw it somewhere to travel, or, you know, if you have limited space in your place, a pocket-sized deck is great. All right, so we're going to read for the Queen of Swords. All right, Water of Air. The Queen of Swords mixes the element of water, that of all queens, with the element of air, which belongs to the sword suit. She is able to shape ideas through empathy, listening, and compassion. She is often associated with the butterfly, a symbol of transmutation. The Queen of Swords is able to transform emotions into lucid thought, through which she observes reality, which is ironic, sharp, direct, sincere, free. She is an expression of wisdom, a person who has made a long journey to get here. She knows how to analyze situations from various points of view and choose those that adhere most to reality. Like her sword, she can cut, but can also discern and preserve what is truly essential. And then we have keywords: irony, clear vision, wisdom, intellectual honesty. And then I wanted to show you the major arcana, so we can do, let's do the Hangman. So it shows you Neptune is the ruling planet. We have the keywords, and then it does go through kind of the same situation with the explanation. However, it adds the planetary association into it as well. So Neptune, the planet of dreams, depth, sacrifice, and its fluid and unstoppable element of water, best represents the soul of this card. So it goes a little bit more in depth in the major about the planetary associations, and then in the minor, it does that as well. But you know, they're not necessarily all going to have planets, depending on what card you pull. And the planets in some of them are, you know, deacons. So with all of that being said, I think this deck is great if you are looking forward to learning about the associations within the tarot. If you like the artwork, if you like a pocket deck, it's a beautiful deck. My only like complaint, I guess you can say, or criticism, is I would like to see differences in skin color and body shapes, but there is different skin tones in here. They just kind of blend together with the other ones. They kind of look very similar, if that makes sense. So that's my only criticism of the deck, I'll say. But other than that, I really like the pocket size. I think this is a great size. Like I said, the quality is great, and you get a nice tin to take with you everywhere. So if this is exciting for you, if you don't own the Zodiac Tarot and this is something that you want to look into, the pocket size is great. You get the same information in the guidebook as you do the full-size guidebook. You're just not getting the picture of the deck, and it's not color printed. So if you own the Zodiac Tarot, what do you think? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you so much to US Game Systems for sending this my way. I'm excited to now be able to travel with it. And if you guys haven't done so already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video. That way you will never miss an upload from me. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.